right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a show about honesty. I have my queen here with me. You understand? And we believe we have the same moral standards and principles. You know what I'm saying? We're a perfect combination. And the reason why I said perfect combination, because we look out for one another in the highest way, you understand? Because we realize that we are God sent, you see. And honesty is the policy that we've been having through the whole time that we've been together, that we believe in honesty. And that's the key, the glue that holds us together. And so by me doing this show is just letting people know that honesty, when you're not honest with people, it catches up with you, you understand? Because it's just like in Scarface, the movie. Scarface said, all I got is my word and my balls. He said that's all he had. And that was what he said. Your word means everything. If you tell somebody something, you do that. You do that. If you say you're gonna be somewhere at a certain time, be there at that time, because your word means a lot. If you don't show up and you're late or whatever, tell them you're gonna be late. If you don't show up, tell them I'm not coming. Something came up. Just do that. When you don't show up and you don't appear to act like you're interested, but you told them you were coming, that's not being honest. That's not honesty. If you would have said you were coming and then you changed your mind about coming, and then you called and told them, look, I can't make it, I'm sorry, something came up. Even if something didn't come up and you told a story, at least you was honest to me about the fact that you weren't coming. If you said you were coming and just kept people waiting on you, people thinking you're coming any minute, that's not right. You know, just tell them you're not coming. Matter of fact, in the first place, if you know you're not going to come, just say, I'm not going to be there. I'm not coming. You ain't got to explain why you're not coming, showing up. Just say, I'm not coming. That's honest. That's an honest opinion. They can accept it, they can deny it, but the one thing they cannot take away is that you are honest. It's just like if you don't like someone, and you tell them you don't like them, rather than play along like, I like you, and we're doing things together, and I'm playing along. That's not good, because first of all, you're getting your joy stolen. The people are stealing your joy because you're spending time with them and you know you don't like them. You know, it's different if they have something about them that you like and you're enjoying them, even though they might go and get drink and they might party and do things that you don't do, but you like the time you have spent with them, then it's beautiful, because the time you spent is quality time that you enjoy, regardless of what they do and who they are when they're not with you. As long as when they're with you, they respect you. And if they're with you and they're talking about having sex with other men or running around or doing some things that you don't like and you don't approve of, then you tell them, you be honest, and you let them know, I don't appreciate that. I don't go along with that type of behavior. If you want to do that, you do that, but you ain't got to tell me about it, because I'm not going to, I condone that type of behavior, because I like honesty, and I got morals, and I got principles, and I'm an upstanding person. And that's what queens, kings, and people of principle and purpose do. You know what I mean? Even if the people don't agree with you, they will respect you. So what you do is you tell them and let them know, you understand me, how you feel. Because a lot of times people are jealous. They see two people together, it's like me and my queen. They see us together and they want to hate on the harmonious relationship that we have, because their relationship is not like that. So they don't realize why their relationship's not like that, because they're not the people that we are. They don't treat their mate the way we treat each other. We treat each other with love and consideration and admiration, you understand me? And we enhance one another, you know, in the highest way. We respect each other, we do things, we buy each other gifts and do things for any occasion, just because we love one another and we show appreciation for each other. That's something that other people may not do. Don't hate on us because we have that we do that automatically. Don't hate on us because we have the recipe for a successful relationship. Don't hate on us. Try to grow from us. You know, take some things that we do and take that and try to say, hey, I want that in my life. And don't settle for less, you understand me? When you settle for less and you settle for drama and all that type of stuff in your relationship, you know what I mean? You're not being honest with yourself. You should be honest with yourself and say, I want the best. I want better for myself. I want to be with someone that's going to enhance my life. I want to be with someone that's not going to argue and fuss and have drama all the time, because they're out running around cheating or they're out there drinking or they're doing something that's not making me happy. They should be doing things, you should be doing things together. That's another thing. When you're doing one thing and he's doing something else, or you're doing one thing and she's doing something else, And then when you guys get back together, you're arguing and fussing because you don't know who he was talking to. She don't know who she was talking to. You got to have trust. First of all, you have to have trust, which goes along with the honesty and trust one another. If they tell you something, believe what they say. But they have to earn your trust. See, they have to earn trust. You can't just say you with someone and they doing all this, but they telling you something else. But you've seen them out with other women. People been talking about, oh, I seen him with this, such and such. And you didn't know who that person was. They didn't tell you that was a friend or somebody. It could have been a friend. He don't tell you it's a friend. But is it really a friend? It's a friend if he would have told you from the beginning it's a friend and you know that they see each other for dinner or lunch or something occasionally. It's just like she has friends. There's male friends that I know about, and I have female friends that she knows about. But we all know about them. It's no secret. And they are actually friends. It's a fact that they're friends. So you can have friends in your life that are opposite sex, but the point of it is you have to let it be known. You can't have secrets. If you got somebody and it's a secret, you're not being honest. And when you're not being honest with your mate, you're not respecting them, and hardship's gonna come. You will not have happiness because it will catch up with you. When you don't be honest, things catch up with you. That's why I say honesty is next to godliness. People say cleanliness is, but honesty is, because first of all, if honesty is not there, things fall apart. You know, in a relationship or in whatever. I don't care if it's a friendship and you're not honest. Things happen. I broke up with many friends because they were not honest and they were jealous and a lot of things happened. So I just get them out of my life because I know that sometimes things happen. If they're not growing with you, they're not growing with you. They have to grow with you, you see. And a lot of people stay stuck in the past. They're stuck in the way things was 20 years ago, and they don't want to see you grow up. But you growing in the capacity to where you're growing old gracefully. And that's a beautiful thing. But some people want to stay stuck. They're like a Peter Pan syndrome. They want to stay stuck in the past when they were young. And in their mind, they think they're young, so they do young things. But they don't realize they're in their 60s, late 60s, and they shouldn't be doing the things that they did 20, 30 years ago. Because 30 years ago, they were half the age they are now. They were like 30-something. 30-something, you're young. See, when you're 30, you can be with young people. You can, act like you're young, because you are young when you're 30. But when you're 60 and 70 and you're acting like you're young and you're looking up to young people, no, they're supposed to look up to you. You're supposed to be a role model. If you're not a role model to these people that you're around, they're supposed to look up and respect them. They're looking down on you. You know why? Because as you get older, you're supposed to be wiser. When you're wiser, then you're doing the things that accommodate you being the age that you are, and then you're growing old gracefully and successfully. And that's what it's supposed to be. It's not the financial situation. It's the state of mind that you're in. And this is the reason why young people, they look up to me and they respect me, because I don't try to be like them. I be who I am. And I don't tell them to pull their pants up no more. I tell them to wear your pants like you want to wear them, because that's your generation and you be the best you know how to be. And that's what I say, wear good, expensive underwear if you're going to wear it, show you behind. Don't wear dirty stuff. Wear clean things, and that builds your confidence up. Because this is your era. You wear your pants like that. Like me, when I come up, I wore suits. That's what I did. I was the best I could be in my era. Wore alligator shoes, suits, and peppermint sweaters. I wore the best of everything when I was young. So I understand you want to be somebody, you want to be important. Do that because it's your era. But don't ridicule and talk about the older people that they don't know what they was doing and all. No, you don't do that. Because we did what we did, you do what you do. But listen to what we say when we say don't do certain things that are wrong, because it's not safe no more.
Right.
Don't be trying to do wrong. Go get a job, because there's opportunity. There's opportunity for a black man now. We had a black president. We have a black vice president. See, we've come a long way from when I come up when I was 16, 17, 18. You know what I mean? We couldn't even get a job, a decent job. If you wasn't an athlete or you wasn't an entertainer and making it in that direction, then you didn't have no choice. You'd be a janitor. You couldn't get a job and get an education. They wouldn't allow that you had to have a lot of money. You couldn't come out the ghetto and do one of those things. So we did the things we did out of choices. We didn't have choices. Nowadays, you young people have choices. You have opportunities. You know what I mean? You can get grants. As long as you're smart, you can go to school and there's a way to go to college. You know what I mean? You can get a grant, you can get a loan. There's a way, as long as you have the knowledge and the intelligence, you will get there. And that's what you don't understand. People say, oh, they run on the corner. and they be smart, and they deprive themselves of opportunity of going to college or getting a good job in a trade, good trade, any job good. But you should do something that you love doing. But you don't know if you love it until you do it. You got to create hobbies and things that you like doing, and then you might be able to make money from it. Just like people that play music. They play music, then they get good and they do it, and if they like it, they do it for money. If they don't, they do it on the side as a hobby. But what you do, you got to have a purpose in life. Do things that you love doing so you'll be successful at it. You want to say something to the people, Queen?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Well, I appreciate you so much, my King.
Well, thank you.
And every morning when I do my prayer, I will always tell God, thank you for gracing me with my King, Bobby, because he brings me the most life-enriching hobbies.
Yeah. That's good.
And I'm just so grateful that I grew up like I did, where my father talked to me, because I was picked on for being overweight, for being dark-skinned, and was called Blackie Mo, Fatso, Ugmo. And now I'm 67 as of last Wednesday, and I'm so grateful that I'm healthier. Kaiser even told me that my numbers in terms of the lab work show that I'm doing excellent. And so I want to...
Tell them about your education. You got education. This is a black woman with an education. She has a master's, and she's a retired social worker, clinical social worker.
Yes, and I did, because my father, he talked to me. He says, Beverly, you're smart. Don't let any of that talk get you down. And he says, you get your education, and I did that. And now I'm retired from the federal system, and it's a blessing because it just has enhanced my life, because by me working so hard, because I do have that diagnosis, ADHD, but I don't live attention deficit hyperactive disorder. I live attention dedicated harvesting divineness. And most people saying, you bring it, Beverly, you bring it so good. And so I'm just living it fully. And I've never been a person all caught up in drugs and alcohol, because I had the ADHD, and that kept me generated. So, yep.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, I didn't start off, see, like I said, the gate you come out of, you can't compete and race against other people because they haven't started off like you have. Just like Beverly, I'm with her now, but don't you know that 25 years ago, we would have never met, we would have never been together, because
No.
I was in the fast life, I was drinking, I was on drugs. I changed my life, you understand me? Got a second chance at a first class life 25 years ago. So
Right.
at this time, 25 years later, 20-something years later, when God graced me with her, the timing was on time, with time, for time.
That's right.
For me to her be together.
That's
so now
right.
we're equal and we'll accommodate for each other.
Yes.
See? And that's the way that goes. But
Yeah.
it's just the idea is that, I got a scholar with style. Put it that way. I have
Thank
a
you,
scholar
my king.
with style.
Thank
And that's
you,
the
my
thing about it,
king.
you understand me? And we don't just dress every now and then as we do matching today. We do this every day.
Yes,
we
we
match
do.
every day, each and every way.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Explain to them how to dress. But how we dress, explain how we dress. And we map this out every once in a
Okay, well, I've become a rhymer now that I'm a centennial. I'm not a millennial. And I say we dress as we're blessed, and we match as we're heart attached.
Yeah, that's what she said every day.
And people love that.
And they ask us where we going. We're
Yeah.
going to life.
We're going to
woke up.
life, living it passionately.
We wake up, we dress up, and we go out there and face the nation with the greatest of ease, because we know that we appreciate the fact that we're here today and we're healthy, and we don't
Yes.
take no day for granted.
Right.
We take every day with joy and happiness.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean? So we don't regret nothing, because we know we're not going to be here forever. Nobody's here forever. But enjoy your life while you're here and
That's
be
right.
happy.
That's it.
Because happiness is something that you cannot buy. It's priceless. So if you can be happy, that's what means something.
Mm-hmm.
When you're older, happiness means more to you than it did when you were younger. Because when you're young, you're striving to get material things because you think that's going to bring you happiness. When you once get the material things and you see that happiness only lasts so far, and then you're still not happy again. But when you find true happiness, and the thing about it is you can be happy by yourself. But when you find someone to share your happiness with you, then you got the ultimate happiness. And that's what I have with my queen. The ultimate happiness.
And me too, my king.
And that's what that should be your goal. I know a lot of people, they be by themselves or they be with someone and they don't give the one they have the credit that they should because they're not really fully with that person. They're not 100% with them. So you see them, they don't be with the person, or they're always by themselves. You never see them together, and you wonder if they're even with someone, right? But when you're really with someone like me and her together, we be together and we dress like one another and we do this because we're showing the appreciation and the love that we have for each other. So when you see one and you see the other, you know we're going to look good with each other. Because I was at the restaurant the other day, we're going there today when we leave there, matter of fact. And I went in there by myself, and she was out in the car waiting for me. And everybody, where's your queen? Where's your queen? Where's your queen? Where you going? I said, she's out there. I said, we'll be back Tuesday. Because I know they like to see us together.
Yeah.
If they see one out there, they're going to wonder where's the other one at. And she was right out there in the car, and I said, we'll be back Tuesday because they like to see us together. Because we are a team. We're a perfect combination. If you didn't know that. You understand me? And that's a song that we dedicate to each other by Ruth Davis.
Right.
Perfect combination.
Yes.
Believe that. And, that's
And the song that I dedicate to him is Salt and Pepper, What a Man. And yes, because he has made an enhancement in my life. Yeah, I play it all the time.
Because I always buy a nice thing because she's a queen, and I want to see her look like a queen and feel like a queen. So I do things that a king would do for a queen. You understand? See, it's more to it than just looking the part. You got to play the role. You got to be the man that you say you are. That's why I say honesty will take you far. You ain't got to fake it. Be honest.
Yeah.
If you can't do something, say I can't do it. Don't say I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do this and then don't do it. That's why I try to tell a friend of mine. He come trying to get in my business, and he didn't know what he was talking about when he said, "Well, you said you were going to Hawaii. No, not Hawaii. You were going to Vegas."
Las Vegas.
And then the people that I was going to see in Vegas happened to come here because it was unfortunate that they had to come up this way, and so I seen them. But I have to explain that to people, and he want to know, oh man, you disappointed your woman and all. He trying to make me feel bad, and I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And that's why sometimes when you tell people your business, and you don't tell them all your business, and they want to downgrade you, make you look bad, like you don't know. And here you are doing things right, and in your relationship you got a perfect combination, but they don't know because they don't have anyone in their life, so they really want to see you fail, so they can have company, because misery loves company. But I'm not giving them the satisfaction, and that's what people want. You know what I mean? That's why I don't get them in my business. And those people that you don't need in your life, no way. Because if they're not happy in their life, they don't want to see and appreciate you being happy. You know what I'm saying? If they're single or if they're in a drama, if they're in a relationship that's drama and all type of negativity, then they're not going to appreciate you. You know, it's just like I have a niece that appreciates me. And she told me, she said at first, I was listening to my mother and I didn't really know what was going on. But now I see that you really got a good woman. You guys are really good for each other. And it's a great thing. And that's what I love, because people that care for you, they're going to tell you that and let you know, you understand. And all my nieces say the same way. The other ones are on Facebook, so they know who they are, you understand me? And they show love on Facebook. Now she's on Facebook and she shows the love too. That's why I told her, stay on Facebook, because that's how you share the love. Don't let one person say something negative interfere with you. Mm-hmm. Just play past them and keep on doing what you're doing.
Yes.
Keep on dressing the way you feel like dressing. You know, if it's an art, like with me, it's an art. I don't dress for nobody else. Like I wear this, and some people don't like it. But I wear these because it's what I do. I don't do this for nobody else. People say, oh, he's wearing a purse. No, this is a pouch. And it's what I do because it's my part of my personality. I wear the flower. I wear this. These are things I do. Right. I don't do them to satisfy nobody else.
And I rock the love. I always rock love. Okay.
And she rocks the love. See, she always rocks the love. She be rocking the love.
Wakanda forever. That means
show them your glasses.
Love in American
show them your glasses.
Sign language.
She got glasses.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of heart-shaped glasses.
That's part of showing love.
And then the
that's
earrings.
What she does. See, I don't do it. I show it. I don't show it like she shows. I show it in my heart toward her, but I don't really.
But I show it also
You know,
when I'm
you know.
out there in the world. People
Yeah.
say that. And that's why I say hello and thank you in several different languages once I know a person's cultural connection. And it's just the right way to be. And I'm so happy to have you as my king.
Well, I'm thankful. I'm happy to have you as my queen. And that's why I show appreciation, see, that's what people do. Because you don't take things for granted. Some people take things for granted. We never do that. You know, we never do that because we know, as old as we are and much as we've been through, we've been through relationships through our whole life. We know. So when we know when we got together and we knew that what we had, we knew we had to hold on to it because we had too much in common. And we enjoy being with each other. We have so much in common. We enjoy so much together, you know. The fashion, she was fashionable before she met me. I just elevated her, I upgraded her on the fashion.
Right, because I was always dressing in my exercise stuff.
But they were matching and they were fashionable.
Right.
She had jewelry and everything going real nice. And she was wearing one color, I put another color in her life and made her, you know, dress up more. Instead of the casual look, she put the dress up. I didn't tell her she did it. When we met, let me tell you this. When we met, it was a 49ers. It was a game the 49ers were playing.
Yes.
It was the playoffs. It was the main Super Bowl Sunday.
Right.
And I met her on Super Bowl Sunday, and we had on my favorite colors, gold and red. And those are my colors. I had them at my party. We wear them a lot of times. Her birthday, we wore
Red
fuchsia and red. Because her favorite color is fuchsia. My favorite color is red. But the point I'm making about the red and gold, when we met, she was perfectly matched. It was casual, but it was on it. And I had mine, and we took a picture. People thought we were already together.
Right.
The day we met, we looked like we were already together. It was like God sent. It was God sent. Because from that day we met, then a couple of weeks later we went out on Valentine's, and we went and had red and white on. We had red and white. And her son, he was so nice, he came and she was sitting in the back seat in a red car, in the back seat with a red patent leather coat on. It was just so sweet. And I came in there and we went to where we went. And from then on, it was like Valentine's was our first date. And hey, it was just a great, life's been great, me and her, our life's been great since then, you know. And that's why I say we're the perfect combination. But honesty, let me get back to honesty. You have to be honest, you cannot lie. Because what I did is, I told one little white lie, and it wasn't really a lie, it was like it was what I was doing. It was on my Facebook page, so I didn't tell her. And my birthday was July 1st. That's what was on my Facebook. But my birthday actually is June 2nd. So I told her, I didn't tell her, but she found out through somebody else, and she was thinking, why would I do that? And then I explained to her what was happening. That's the only lie I ever told her that. It wasn't really a lie, it was just a misunderstanding because I had it on Facebook. But I was going along with it because her son's birthday was
July 1st.
July 1st, so that's why I meant something.
And
So I didn't say that in the first year.
And he was made in Japan.
He was made in Japan.
It was so amazing to me when he said his birthday was July 1st. And I said,
Yeah, and it was on Facebook, so I didn't say the real one. And then I told my sister and everybody don't say nothing. She eventually did. But I told her, I said, don't say nothing. I said, but I felt so wonderful when I got my other Facebook thing straightened out. Now it's on there just a second. Everything is real. I feel great. That's why I said honesty is the best policy. Because when you tell a story, I don't care what it is, just tell the truth.
yeah.
From the beginning, because it catches up with you. And they wonder why you did it. Then they're going to wonder, why did you do that? And I did it. I explained that, a friend of mine said, you don't make no difference what birthday you put on there.
Yes.
Just put anything.
Okay.
I didn't realize, you understand me, because I had never been on Facebook and nothing. This was like 10 years ago.
Right.
So I just said July 1st.
Right. It's okay.
Trying to protect my identity. But now I know that it's important to be truthful.
Right.
It's just like before, I was in a relationship. I didn't have nothing on there. And then I did put it on there because it meant something. She had it on her relationship. And I said, well, I put relationship.
Yes.
So now I put everything real. So it's nothing, it's all honesty. It's just be honest in anything you do. Because people lie, mistreat, and do that. They mistreat and lie and be fraudulent with people. And it catches up with them. It catches up with them because The truth will set you free, as they always say. And that's what it did for me. It set me free, you know what I'm saying? And I've always been honest. For the last 25 years, I've always been honest to people. You know what I mean? About friends. When I had friends, even when I had different women friends, and they were all friends, and they would think it was more than friendship, but it was just friendship. And people would think it would be more than friendship, but it was not that. And they would think it was more, you know? And even to this day, my sister thinks my friends are not my friends. It's more than it is. And it's not. But it's just the way people respect and people love me. People respect me because I'm a good person. I'm a good person and I treat people right. So people have that much respect for me. So people want to think it's more than it is, but it don't be. You know? And that's what it is when you be honest. And that's what I've been. I've always been honest. You know, and that's what you have to do. Honesty will set you free. Honesty will send you to victory. Honesty will send you to victory. So you got to look at it like that. You know, you win when you're honest. When you're honest, you win it. You see, in anything you do.
And I want to say that my healthiness came from me losing over 200 pounds naturally. I did not have that surgery, even though when I lived in Cleveland, I was going to the class for the gastric bypass, but they wanted me to lose 27 pounds, and I never could do it. But that was just because God had me, and God didn't plan on me to lose it that way. And now I keep it off by dancing, but I do not twerk. I will do the jerk. So that's my honesty, because whenever there's an event going on and there's music, I'm going to be dancing. But I'm not going to twerk because I want to be my best self. And I want to encourage our young people too.
Yeah, because it's not classy. Twerking is not classy. I know people do it as young, it's a young thing, but it's not classy. When you're young and you're trying to make points in life, young girls doing it, okay, it's all right because you see Megan Thee Stallion. You see all these people you look up to on TV, entertainers. So it's good for a certain age. When you get past 30 and you have children, before you have children, okay,
and grandchildren.
But when you get to the age where you have
Hi,
children,
little Bailey.
when you have children,
Boo.
yes, oh, I gotta wrap it up, but anyway, when you have children, you have to look at that they're looking at you. So if you're a lady and you carry yourself as a queen or a lady, they're gonna look at you rather than look at the rest of the people because you're the one person they want to look at because they see themselves being like you. Most daughters want to be like their mothers. Most children want to be, you know, like their parents. If their parents are good image, if their parents are that age,
That was me.
and they're doing discouraging things, and they're acting, you know, like no class and no respect, well then that's what they're gonna be doing. You're gonna say, why are you doing that? If you're cussing and doing negative things, it's no good. Honesty is the best policy, and you don't have to cuss, and you don't have to speak negative and speak down on people.
Okay.
Speak up and speak highly.
So
and
we
speak
done
of
got
the
our
best.
notification.
Okay, thank you.